Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am at work before my shift begins, and this video is specifically intended for women, but also anyone else who thinks the course of their life has made them excessively agreeable to the point where they've become people pleasers. So this is a two-segment procedure that I cooked up when I was in my room and, sleeping excessively. So first you want to look up the Substack article, which is by Lena or Lima. It's called "Who Are You When You're Not Pleasing Anyone?" It's cliche to say that, this media sample hit me like 30 years of therapy, but that's how it hit me, and that's how it's going to hit many women who are out there and capable of reading content that's longer than, a few Twitter or X tweets. And then, after you read this, you want to kind of ask yourself whether you can imagine a scheme of life in which you mainly do what keeps you healthy before you focus on serving anyone in any way, okay? So part 2 of this particular procedure that I have in mind involves an exercise called Fear Setting by Tim Ferriss. If you don't want to read the sort of long blog post article that Tim has about this particular process, I'd recommend you look it up on YouTube. I think there might be maybe a TED Talk or something in which Tim adorns himself in a black shirt, and I think it might be called something like "Why You Should Define Your Fears Rather Than Your Goals." So, whether or not you learn about ethical philosophy at any point, you probably develop some idea just through living that decent people, regardless of the kinds of religious or political values they hold, tend to treat people as ends in themselves. Okay? So you don't have to study Immanuel Kant to reach that basic viewpoint regarding what makes someone decent. But despite the fact that people kind of maybe innately crave to be treated as ends in themselves in various ways, sometimes we fall into dysfunctional relationship dynamics due to maybe a groundless fear of insecurity of various kinds. So I hope that this kind of slapdash or haphazard intervention will help you, okay? That first article, that Substack article, did hit me from out of the blue. Pardon my language, but it hit me like a bitch smack from God. And then afterward, after I kind of recovered from the emotional impact of that, I recalled that Tim Ferriss's fear-setting exercise got me through some very hard times. So make sure you combine these together, okay? It might take you, 10, 20, 30 minutes or something to really absorb the full contents of this procedure and the intention behind it. But yeah, I realized a lot of people fail to obtain the life they want because they settle for a life in which they bargain for safety and security, and not everyone has to do that. I hope thoughtfully completing the fear-setting exercise will reveal that to you, okay? Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Stay sharp, stay sober. God bless you. And if you don't believe in God, then, at least orient yourself towards some kind of ideal that'll keep your conscience clean for the entirety of your life. All right, take care.